Hey guys! Today I recorded a zombie makeup look. Can you stop moving? Sorry. A zombie makeup.
I'm sorry, can you stop breathing so loud, honey?
Let's just get started.
I'm starting off with my liquid latex by Spectacular Creations. I'm putting it on my forehead, the tip of my nose, the side of my cheek, and around my mouth. And I'm making sure to do a few layers of the liquid latex. After the initial layers of liquid latex have dried, I am taking a cotton swab and breaking them into small pieces. Like I did in my first video, I'm taking the pieces of cotton and dipping it into the liquid latex. I'm creating a border around my mouth to later act like my exposed jaw. While I was making this video, my phone stopped recording like 5 times, and the makeup itself was so annoying to do and to have on, and you'll see why. But now I'm taking a sheet of paper towel and splitting it to become thinner. So I can then take strips and dip it into the liquid latex. With the strips of paper towel, I'm going on top of the border I made with the cotton. I did this because I didn't feel like the cotton was smooth enough to my skin. I then put another layer of liquid latex on top of everything just to seal it all in. Next, you'll see me grabbing one of my metal tools, and I use this to define the wound a little bit more. I never have a set plan on how to do any of these looks, so I'm quite literally just coming up with everything as I'm filming. I knew I wanted to use fake teeth for this look, so I ended up covering my mouth with another piece of paper towel and liquid latex. And because this look took so long to do, this was by far the dumbest thing that I decided to do. It was so hard to breathe, especially when this dried. You could see Mavericks checking in on me, which he bit my ear and flew away. I wanted the wound to look very stringy and decayed, so I took wet cotton and created these strings hanging from the wound. I then take my white powder and dust it all over the areas of the liquid latex. Please let me know how you guys feel about the voiceovers. I would do my actual audio, but while I'm doing these makeup videos, I can't really focus enough to speak correctly, so the voiceovers are going to be good enough for now. I'm now taking my false teeth, and I believe that I only used about 6 teeth for the top and the bottom. I didn't want to use the back teeth because that wouldn't look correct, being that only my front teeth would technically be showing. I originally tried using eyelash glue to stick these on, but I found that liquid latex actually worked the best. At this point, all the teeth are on and I'm struggling to breathe, and I don't know why the hell I covered my mouth. I wanted to create more details around the teeth, so I'm using more cotton and liquid latex to create gums. I'm also using my metal spatula to create lines in the gums. The whole time while I was doing this makeup, I was daydreaming about just taking it off already. I'm satisfied with how the mouthpiece looks, so I'm going to the other areas where I applied liquid latex and just cutting holes into it. Please don't be like me and use really sharp scissors, and please be careful with your skin. With all the cuts that I've made, I just made them a little bit wider, so I can then later on color them to look like wounds. I'm finally done sculpting everything, and this is how it looked. And I forgot to take my nose ring off, so it was covered with liquid latex. Once the sculpting was over, the painting part was fairly easy. But basically what I did was took a brown paint and created a shadow around my exposed jaw. I also took some black paint to create shadows behind my teeth, and I decided to darken the shadows around the brown. I'm mixing between the spruced color and my red, and I'm making sure to cover all of my exposed skin. Now I'm going in with these 2 shades of pink to create highlights around my gums. After using all this paint, I didn't like how my teeth were covered, so I decided to clean them off to keep them white. Now with red, I'm coloring all those wounds I made with the liquid latex. If you ever do follow these videos, please don't do this like I did. While I was coloring my face later on with the white, the red I used for these wounds was spreading everywhere, and my white base turned out a little bit pink. I also took the same red and covered the rest of my mouthpiece to look like blood and an open wound. While I'm doing this makeup, I'm still struggling to breathe, so I keep having to take breaks and catch my breath. Now it's time to paint my whole face, and I decided to go with a white base. I was originally going to use gray, but decided to use white because I was going to be adding shadows with the black eyeshadow. I'm making sure to cover my whole face with the white, but because I added the red, I kept struggling to actually keep it white. Now with a black eyeshadow, I'm going to be creating shadows around every area I feel is needed. So my eyes, around the wound, my cheeks, and under my nose. I also used it to darken the wounds on my forehead, my cheeks, and my nose. This is the step that brings everything together, in my opinion, but I'm taking my fake vampire blood and dabbing it all over the open jaw, the wounds on my cheek, my nose, and my head. Because this blood is old, it's very sticky, so the wound on my head was looking very oozy and gross, and I really like how it came out. I'm going over my neck and making sure it's covered as well, so all blends very well with my face. And this is the final look. Bye guys, thanks for watching.